This is a matrix of skills. That's how we try to overcome a barrier between blue collars and white collars. We're giving a way of career path for any worker in the company, not just white collars. This is a real example of what's happening. Working in a chain, have to have the skills also from neighbors, not only skills for their own team. Why? I will show it in the next slide. Don't read it because I'm Russian and equalized. That's how the Fractal Factory looks. Weaknesses. Of course, we have weaknesses. Since Solaris management system concentrates itself principally on stimulation of human factor, it has to collect all the fruits of it. Human atavism. Taking defensive position or escape when confronted with the unknown or change. The need for a strong leader, hierarchy. There's a paradox here. Not only one. Tribal community, favoring interests of one's tribe. That's what's happening. Long period of implementation when taking into consideration the inertia of human psyche. Necessity to overcome the resistance of all without eccentricity. Members of organizations for very different reasons. I've done it.
Thank you.
It means you don't expect to say anything about it. Now, of course, I agree with you entirely. That's why we think we shouldn't put any tools like 5S, like flow or something and concentrate on it. No. We work trying to see the direction in the future, meaning maximum freedom for people, treat them equally, put democracy into organization, get rid of the paradigm of machine, follow nature. I hope, if we can keep the direction and follow nature, we will be part of evolution, trying not to get into the problem of what you just said.
Fine, thank you. Professor, please.
Thank you for your presentation. My question relates to the role of trust in fractals, and as you mentioned, fractals in your company are equipped with many functions. Some of them is control function. How do you build a trust in those fractals? Do you use any special tools?
There's a question?
Yeah.
Well, we are on the way. This is 1 year. I, being a very ambitious man, said to the company, to the chairman, it's going to be a 3 years time of introducing that kind of changes to organization. I was like, it maybe takes 10 years. Hopefully, the chairman is more convinced right now that it has to take down because of the inertia. Control. Okay, there are some tools from lean management which we're going to, of course, use, meaning giving freedom of how the people in team will do. We want to avoid the name fractals, it's ugly. Everyone, in Polish it could be maybe better drużyna, it's something like that. But we need new name, because a new name carries a new meaning. If we want to change something, we have to change the names also. Anyway, control, meaning measures. We work on it right now, very extensively, to find the financial measures. A lot of experiments is involved, trying to give people the full knowledge to such extent as possible about the finances of the company. They have to know that they don't work for wages because they need problems. They have to know they work for the profit of the company, because if there are no profit, won't be any progress. We're working on it, and hopefully my colleague in here is that on her is put that task of should be the finances of working out how to do it.
Thank you.
Fine, thank you. The last question, please, Chairman of our conference, Brother Ciecieliński.
Thanks. That was a pleasure to hear your presentation, listen to your presentation. And I suppose the answer for my question will be very short. But first, before I ask you some comment, I like very much the idea of creating Solaris management system or Solaris production system, because I see analogy to Toyota production system. So now these days we learn our students about Toyota production system. So I would like also to teach our students on Solaris production system. And as you know, we in fact started this because some idea of fractal organization is checked and tested on our students. It's worth to know about this. In my opinion, mostly on the operational level, however, the Solaris production system is not far away from Toyota production system when we talk about methods and tools. Yes, but basically the idea of fractal is something new. And finally the question, how much advanced is the process of building Solaris production system?
Well,
in percentage, for example, or in years?
I still hope that it's going to be another 2 years, and we will have a fundament, only fundament for I try to find a name all the time, not using fractals, but for the fractal organization. De Hoog, I mentioned him here, he said that that kind of community which can work together in a democratic way and having a target for all of this part of the community, it will take him 20 years. That's why I said before, 3 years we will try, but it's going to be a basis, fundament. Because people will change, we have to retrain them and so on and so on. This will be, and also that's what Professor said before. It is a continuous process, we can't stop it. It takes a longer time.
Thank you very much. I think we are going to the end of our session. I'd like to thank you very much for all participants of our session. Thank you very much for very interesting discussion. I think the two very interesting papers.